I'm sorry. That was acting. That's what that was. I don't really care what happens with this movie. I really hope her career is pretty much over. I'd be thrilled to see that. I can't imagine. I mean, Christian.
Because Ellie still looks and acts like a 14-year-old from season 1, even though she's supposed to be 19.
Oh, yes. Maybe we can prop it open with something and you can slide. Whoa! Oh my god, what? Is it getting bigger? Stop it. No, seriously, what's with that? It's fine, Joel. Does it hurt? Joel, please. You're making me self-conscious. I'm sorry, it's just a little bit startling. Normal head, Joel. Can we just get back to the door thing? It's planetary. Leave it. It's gonna have its own area code soon.
We just had to not like each other for a bit.
You had to not like me, which came easy.
So
Joel, I think I found something. Whoa! What? No, nothing. It's just your forehead seems bigger than last season. I think I found a way.
Like most people, I liked the first season. I thought they did a great job. Season 2, I was skeptical on them not recasting Ellie and keeping Bella Ramsey as Ellie because it's supposed to take place 5 years into the future, but obviously Bella Ramsey in real life was not going to age that much in, the 2 years it took between seasons. So in the show, Ellie still looks exactly the same, but is supposed to be 5 years older. Also, Ellie still acts exactly the same. For some reason, they made the decision for The Last of Us Season 2 to make Ellie dumb, to the point where she even says that she's stupid. Why? That just kind of betrays the character.
Change up your impression at all, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, the noise is the same. I've not got any more noises in my back pocket. The new infected are pretty terrifying. They're so smart, and they haven't really got a noise. That's the whole point of them, is they're silent and terrifying.
Ooh, give us a little silent and terrifying.
What happens when Hollywood's rising star suddenly disappears? No scandals, no public meltdown, no big announcement, just silence. That's exactly what happened to Bella Ramsey. She was once called the future of television, praised for her talent, and placed at the front of one of the biggest shows on earth, The Last of Us. But now she's gone. No roles, no interviews, no red carpets. So what went wrong? Did fans push her out? Did the studio ditch her, or was Bella Ramsey just never supposed to be there in the first place? This is the untold story of how Bella Ramsey went from being HBO's Golden Girl to Hollywood's forgotten name, and why she may never work again. Bella Ramsey wasn't always famous, but she made a strong first impression. Her breakout role came from Game of Thrones, where she played a fierce young noble named Lyanna Mormont. People loved her energy. She had guts and presence, even when acting next to huge stars. That one role got her noticed by fans and producers alike. So when HBO was casting for The Last of Us, Bella's name was on the list. She wasn't the most obvious choice, though. The role of Ellie was based on a well-known video game character, and Ellie had a very specific look and personality. Fans were expecting someone like Caitlin Dever, an actress many thought looked and sounded exactly like Ellie, but HBO didn't go with the popular choice. They went with Bella, and that's when the trouble started. The moment HBO announced Bella Ramsey would play Ellie, the internet blew up, but not in a good way. Fans were furious. They said she didn't look like Ellie, she didn't sound like Ellie, and even worse, she didn't act like Ellie. The hate didn't come after the show aired, it came right away. People didn't wait to see her performance. They looked at the casting photo and immediately began comparing her to the video game version. Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and TikTok all lit up with side-by-side photos, harsh opinions, and viral memes mocking the casting. Still, HBO stood by Bella. They pushed hard in promotions, showing Bella and Pedro Pascal as a team. They hoped the backlash would fade once the show aired, and at first, it worked. Sort of. Season 1 of The Last of Us got strong ratings. Critics praised the storytelling, the action, and even Bella's performance. Many fans were still unsure about her, but the show's popularity helped shield her from too much damage. But behind the scenes, problems were brewing. Some fans never got over the casting. Even during interviews and press tours, Bella seemed unsure. She tried to explain that Ellie wasn't just about appearance, she was about heart and attitude, but fans didn't care. They had already made up their minds. To them, Bella Ramsey wasn't Ellie. She was just filling the spot until someone better came along. And that idea got even louder when a rumor exploded online. In 2023, the internet discovered something shocking. Rumors surfaced that Bella Ramsey wasn't HBO's first choice, that the role was almost given to Caitlin Dever. Suddenly, everything made sense to angry fans. They believed Bella only got the job because she was cheaper, more available, or easier to control. Videos popped up all over YouTube showing how perfect Caitlin Dever would have been. Edits, deep fakes, fake auditions, even fan trailers. And just like that, a new war started online, Team Bella versus Team Dever. And it wasn't just fans. Industry insiders began to whisper. Casting directors started talking. It seemed more and more like Bella was a plan B, a placeholder. And now people wanted her gone. That's a hard thing to come back from, and Bella never really did. Then came season 2. It was supposed to be Bella's victory lap. She had made it through the fan hate, earned critical praise, and proved her acting chops. But the audience didn't come back. Ratings for the season 2 premiere were down over 50% from season 1's finale. Half the fan base was gone, and the ones who stuck around, most were disappointed. They complained Bella still looked and acted like the same 14-year-old from the first season, even though Ellie was supposed to be 19 now. People said the 5-year time jump didn't work because Bella hadn't changed enough, and that made the story feel fake. And the hate came back, stronger than ever. After season 2's rocky start, everything changed. HBO's marketing began shifting focus. Suddenly, Pedro Pascal was everywhere. He was in the trailers, the interviews, the posters. Bella, not so much. Even interviews with the rest of the cast avoided talking about her. Reporters asked fewer questions about Ellie. Promotional events became more group-focused. Bella faded further and further into the background. She wasn't fired. She wasn't replaced. Yet. But it was clear. She was no longer the face of the show. That was the beginning of her slow removal from Hollywood. Things took an even darker turn when a new rumor hit the internet. HBO was testing AI versions of Ellie. Leaked footage and digital renders showed a slightly different looking Ellie, one with smoother features, more game-accurate design, and less of Bella's face. VFX experts and fans alike noticed the changes. Some fans were horrified, others were thrilled. They said this was the version of Ellie they always wanted. A digital copy with no baggage, no public opinions, and no casting drama. Just pixels. The scariest part, Bella didn't respond. No denial, no defense, no comments. She just went silent. Once the AI news spread, the industry began pulling away. Brands that used to feature Bella stopped calling, her sponsorships disappeared. She wasn't at red carpet events anymore. Variety and Vanity Fair stopped profiling her, and it wasn't just bad luck, it was calculated. Studio insiders reportedly viewed her as too risky, too much internet drama, too many headlines. They didn't want her to take the spotlight away from their projects. So instead of firing her, they just stopped offering her anything. Even as Bella tried to keep her head up, the internet made things worse. TikToks mocked her outfits and her facial expressions. Edits used sad music and awkward interview clips to paint her as washed up. Fan pages went quiet. Meme pages doubled down. She became a joke instead of a star. Even animated shows like South Park, Family Guy, and The Simpsons joined in, roasting her performance and making her the punchline. In the internet's eyes, she wasn't Ellie, she was a mistake. Hollywood didn't cancel Bella with a statement, they just stopped including her. By 2025, she had no upcoming projects, no new roles, her social media went dark. HBO unfollowed her, Pedro Pascal stopped liking her posts. It was like she vanished. The worst part? Nobody said goodbye, there was no official farewell to Ellie, no appreciation post, no thanks for the work. It was like she never existed in the role at all. That's how Hollywood cancels people now, not with press releases, but with silence. So what really happened to Bella Ramsey? Some say she was miscast, others say she was a talented actress who never stood a chance because fans were too harsh. But the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Bella stepped into a role that came with huge expectations. And when she didn't match those expectations, fairly or not, the internet turned on her. Then the studio followed. And finally, the whole industry looked away. In a world ruled by viral opinions, memes, and online trends, Bella Ramsey became the perfect scapegoat. When the show struggled, people didn't blame the writers, the producers, or the pacing, they blamed her. And just like that, one of Hollywood's brightest young stars was erased. Was Bella Ramsey the wrong choice for Ellie? Or was she just the wrong choice for an industry that doesn't protect its talent? Either way, one thing is clear. She's not coming back. Not to The Last of Us, not to red carpets, not to Hollywood, not unless something drastic changes. Because once Hollywood decides you're a problem, the cameras stop rolling and the lights go out.